Howdy, 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 Lisa. What's happening?
Hi, Limey.
It's Tuesday. Are you ready to chill and to chat?
Yes, I am very, very much chilling already.
Right.
My brain is really chill.
Right on. I'm going to.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm going to put the link up in case someone wants to come up and chat with us.
Yeah.
The link is now officially out there if anybody wants to come up. I'm doing good, man. I told you I ordered some stuff online from this company called Groovy, some Acapulco gold and some Afghani hash. And I'm waiting. I'm supposed to get it on Friday. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Can't wait for that. So
you'll have to let me know how that goes. Yes, yes.
So we're getting ready for the Trippy Hippie show on Friday.
Yeah.
And we have Dragon Cell Puppets. Surrenda is going to be your interview this week. I think that's very interesting. And
yes, we're going to have some girl talk. Surrenda is very cool. Very sassy.
And then they're also going to be our music guests. They'll probably do a song, the Dragon Cell Puppet, with them. My favorite with the Dragon Cell Puppets is Henri.
Oh, yes. Henri is adorable. Yes.
He is just adorable.
A little puppy dog. He's doggy, right? Yeah.
There's an episode where Charlie snuck onto their ship stowaway, and he's stalked Surrenda.
That's funny. I've got to go look at that one, definitely.
Yeah. A lot of good times, but it's Tuesday, and we're going to come out on Tuesdays and just chat.
Yes.
For a few.
Just chat with everyone. Hey, Justine. Hey, Fab Daddy.
Right on.
Thank you guys for stopping by. How is everybody today on this Tuesday?
So I'm chilling. What do you want to chat about? You know, have you been following this NASA Artemis 2 flight where they left Earth on April Fool's Day, on April 1st? Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's interesting.
They're going to fly, and then they're going to go around the moon, and then they're going to come back, and then supposedly in 2028, they say they're actually going to land on the moon. Not crazy? What's interesting is when you look at all the Apollo missions, right? Like 69 to 72, they actually, if you Google it, they tell you they left 3 little rover, like little dune buggies. They left television camera, the one that shows them when they leave. There's the camera angle of them leaving, right?
Right.
They left that camera there. They left the flag there. They left, you're not going to believe this, hundreds of bags of vomit, feces, and urine. Can you believe that?
Okay, so I was going to ask you what happened. I did hear that they had a bathroom problem, but I did not know what that entailed.
Well,
so does that have something to do with it?
The new one, the 2026.
Hi, Daniel. Yes, I heard that they were going to space, and they had a bathroom malfunction, and they kept going. Does anybody know the story on that?
If you do, come on up and tell us. Come on up and chat with you. We have no problem with anybody who wants to come up and chill and chat.
The link is right in the chat.
Here's what I find interesting, Lisa. So,
Justine, that's funny.
I always wanted for the camera to turn around a video, not a picture. I want to see video, a 360-degree pan of Earth and the moon. They refuse to do it. You'll never see it. Okay. And here's another thing too. So they get to the moon. They're flying over the moon. They're super close to the moon. I mean, like right over it, you know, boom, boom, boom. I want to see the flag. I want to see the doom buggies. I want to see the stuff that was left by the Apollo people. Why can't they show me that?
I don't know.
They're right there.
You know, Fab Daddy is in our basement. Should we bring him up?
Fab. Look, it's Fab Daddy.
There we go.
Hey, Fab Daddy, how are you? Where'd he go?
Where'd you go?
His camera went off. We lost him.
We lost you, Fab Daddy.
We lost Fab Daddy. We'll see if we can try to get him back.
Right. He's still in the basement, so maybe he'll come
it's
back.
black. It's black and it says not connected.
Oh, okay. All right. He just, yeah.
So don't you think that, because I spent all night going, so they fly up, they go through the Van Allen belt, they spin around the moon, they're on their way back. They show some video of the thing right over the moon. And I'm like, well, let's zoom in on the stuff. And I'm asking AI, I'm like, why won't they show that? And they're like, oh, it's too far away from the Earth to show it. And I'm like, well, they're hovering over the moon, so they're not super far away anymore.
Do you think that it could be too far away to get a good
from Earth? Yes, but now you're right hovering over the moon. It's showing footage of it, like, you know, right above the moon.
Right. So Gary, do you think that we landed on the moon before ever?
I don't know. To me, I don't know, because I'm not a forensic, guy, but there's a lot of, you watch all these videos that say that they didn't. You watch a lot of videos that say that they did. I mean, my biggest thing is, look, in 1969, the president was trying from New York, was trying to call LA, and they were having problems with the connection. Okay. But when he called the people on the moon, there's no Wi-Fi on the moon. He called directly to say, hey, how's it going? To the people on the moon. Fab Daddy, what's up? Your microphone's not working.
Fab Daddy. Was he talking in it?
Yeah. I like his mustache. It went black again. He can't get any audio. He's working on it.
Yeah. Steve, hi. It's good to see you.
But to get back to your question, Lisa, first off, do you know that NASA came out and said that they lost the technology to get back to the moon?
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Google that. That's a fact. All the telemetry data that it takes to get past the Van Allen belt, okay? They lost it and they taped over it.
That makes no sense to me.
Right.
How could they lose that? That's weird.
I don't know how. And then when you watch Elon Musk, he was saying in order to actually really go to the moon, you have to refuel a zillion times. You know how much fuel it takes to spin around the Earth and then spin off and then go around the moon and come back? He goes, it takes a lot of fuel.
Well, I always just actually did believe that we went to the moon. And I always thought it was not that big of a deal. So now I need to re-examine it again. Oh, look.
Fab Daddy's back. Fab, are you there?
Okay, how does this work? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I hear you now. And look, Limey Redneck is backstage. Limey, can you turn on your camera?
I don't think I don't know if he likes it.
Limey, can you turn on your camera?
Hey, I could turn on my camera, but I can't afford the medical bills for you guys if I do. I don't know that, you know, like psychiatry bills.
Turn on your camera, brother, so we can see you.
I think Limey, I've never seen Limey turn on his camera. Usually he does not, and he does like
I don't turn on my camera because some people be crazy, and I've already got one crazy girl who Fab Daddy knows, and I don't. Yeah, I'd just rather not.
That's fine. We appreciate
the
your
problem. I'm happy to.
I guess I know everyone. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Fab.
It's good to see you, Fab Daddy. We see you out there everywhere. It's good to see your face.
Yeah. Well, my teeth are a little messy and dirty. Well, I drink coffee, so they get stained, you know. It's all good.
Chilling and chatting.
You're looking good, Fab Daddy. Yeah.
Well, we're talking
about. If I worried about how I look, I would be egotistical. Oh my God, I'm on this panel. Holy shit, look at me. What the hell? I'm egotistical.
Wow. So what do you guys think of this moon landing? And what do you think of this whole moon situation from Apollo to Artemis?
I think in the last 10 years, we've done more space launches ever than any time before when I was younger.
Yeah. So do you think we went to the moon, Fab Daddy?
Yeah, we went to the moon. We went to the moon when I was born, 1969.
All right.
Right. See, I kind of think that we got there too.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going back. We'll go there before Mars.
Yeah, supposedly in 2028, the Artemis crew is going to actually land. The whole reason for this trip was just to make sure everything's cool. They can wrap around the Earth a few times, wrap around the moon, and come back.
Gary, where did you hear that information? How do you know that, Gary?
How do I know what?
How do you know that we're going back in 2028? Where did you hear that?
It's all out there on, it's all out there on the internet, man, on NASA. If you go to the actual NASA YouTube page in the NASA Facebook page, they're giving you.
I was there on April Fool's. I thought they were going to prank us and stop the launch, to tell you honestly. I'm glad they launched.
No, last night was their fourth or fifth day on the mission.
Yeah.
Or fifth or sixth, because they left on the first.
So when are they coming back?
On the backside, the dark side of the moon, when they were on the backside, it was for 40 minutes, the communications were completely cut off because you're going around the back end of the moon.
Right.
Is that the dark side of the moon?
Yes.
They found Pink Floyd there, I heard.
Yes.
But
like you said,
it's a touchy subject. It's a touchy subject because they're showing like minimal footage. You think that they would just have cameras everywhere and show every aspect of it. And then when they get to the moon, you think they would swivel around and give you a view of the Earth as they're flying over the moon.
Yeah.
If they don't do that, it's like, why won't they give a 360-degree,
What do you think, Limey?
I was just going to say, I agree with Gary. Like, they've just got to go around the moon, give all the systems a try, especially because they've not tried for so long, and they will have updated the technology and want to make sure the new systems work. There may be some ones like in the depth somewhere, maybe, because IT guys love not starting from complete scratch. But yeah, they need to test it. Apparently, they've set records for like having been the furthest any human's been from the Earth, because although we've done swing bys before, this one was a bit further out. So they've already set one record by being the furthest away from the Earth any human has, which is kind of cool. So
I thought you were going to say it was really cool that they sent the first Canadian that way because there's a Canadian on board.
I mean, that's all good as well. Like the more nation,
there ain't no Brits though. Sorry, Limey. Ain't no Brits on that bird.
It's yeah. So,
but hey,
like
a Canadian is a Brit, right? They pledge allegiance to the royalty, the crown of England.
They do, but I don't know that Canadians or Brits want to be called the other nation. I personally I don't give a monkeys, but there are some people that get, a patriotic. I'm just not. So
yeah, we'll give it to the Canadians.
I like British people. Hey, not patriotic to the
So the next biggest journey, which is landing back on Earth, is going to happen, right, Gary?
Yeah, they're just going to splash down. They should be back real soon.
Yeah, but that journey through our atmosphere is really dangerous. I mean, think of the temperatures and stuff that's going to happen, the speeds.
Yeah, well, to me, everything is about the Van Allen belt. If you really research the Van Allen belt, it's a radioactive thing that allows us not to leave. Okay? It's for real. And if you're going to tell me that the Apollo came back with tinfoil through the Van Allen belt, that's not going to fly for me. So
I think they took that radiation like champs, Gary. I think they took the radiation like champs.
Well, like I said, well, look,
that's
I said,
my understanding is there was minimal chill.
You guys got to realize that all the information we get, it doesn't matter what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
There's 1,000 videos that says coffee's good for you. There's 1,000 million videos that say it's bad for you. Okay.
Yeah.
And that goes on every subject. I can get you pros and cons on everything. Okay.
That's good.
But the problem is all the information that we get through, whether it's your phone or the computer or the internet,
yes,
is owned by a little company called DARPA and the Pentagon. Okay.
Oh, wait a second. No, you lost me right there.
From, independent, but it's really controlled by DARPA and the Pentagon. All the information you get goes through them first.
You know what? With every good conspiracy, there's some truth to it. So I'll give you that.
Right. That is true. Every conspiracy has a tiny bit of truth, but how much truth is in there? And
notice how they don't call a conspiracy a lie. Right?
Well,
you can if it definitely affects someone. You can definitely call it a lie. Like January 6th,
they call it a conspiracy.
Conspiracy lie.
They say it's a conspiracy.
Just saying. January 6th
now,
is a conspiracy lie.
Right.
Well, it depends which what you mean by that, because both sides, the other is a lie.
There you go.
And so then to me, it's like what Gary's saying is right. Like you can take pros and cons on anything, and but the thing is, like, it's not just the phone, the internet, and things that are of information. You've also got books and radio, speaking to people who've got lived experience in different areas, or maybe even different times if people are older, for example. So to me, it's like trying to. I mean, it's great, Gary, that you're aware of, say, like both sides, if you like. To me, there are more than two sides to any story. There's like, because there are not just black and white grays and different shades of gray. But to me, it's trying to get that like a smorgasbord of different sources, and then trying to come to some kind of conclusion yourself based on the best available evidence.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Supposedly, they're going to go back in 2028 and actually land on the moon. That's when I think we're really going to find out, hey, where is those things that were left behind by the Apollo missions? Where are those 3 land rovers? Where are the television?
Gary, I don't think so, Gary. I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think we'll land anywhere near where we already landed.
Well, they have it all mapped out. They have all the areas named already. this mountains, that mountains, this valley, that valley.
I think we'll land in a different spot than where we landed before.
That's fine.
Because Gary's saying they're going to land in 2028. Have they mapped the landing point, Gary, are you aware of? Have they already said we're going to land here or this area, for example?
Well, like I said, look, here's the deal. The people on Earth are saying that with the greatest telescopes that they have, they can't zoom in on
bullshit
like the flag or those stuff because it's too small. They said it would have to be the size of 2 football fields to barely see it.
That might be true.
But that when they go back, they need to put like a laser or like a giant,
just to prove the point that we were there before. Is that the whole purpose of it?
No, I think that only time will tell. There's people that say that it was a hoax. There's people that say it wasn't. I think proof is in the pudding. I think that if these Artemis people actually go back to the moon and land on the moon,
yeah,
they should be able to zoom in on the Apollo stuff. I think that's a no-brainer, right?
No, they won't. They won't. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all right, Gary. Some people don't believe that the moon landing was real whatsoever. And there's flat earthers out there that think the earth is flat. And it's okay. It's okay to think how you feel. All right. But you can't hate us for not agreeing, though, right? At the same time. Correct?
I didn't catch that last part, but
you can't dislike us for not agreeing with your point of view, even if you think the Earth's flat or the moon landing didn't happen.
Right.
I'm not going to hate you for your conspiracy theory that the moon landing wasn't real. I think it was.
Right, and I do too. And I think that there's a lot of conspiracies, like, for example, what you just said, the flat Earth.
Yeah, that's another one.
The flat Earth conspiracy can be proven wrong. So,
how can it be?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't, look, like I said, there's so many videos, and now with AI, anything is possible. You see those videos where these independent people send up these balloons that go way up there, no fisheye lens, and it's flat. Okay,
no.
There's no curvature.
I haven't seen that one, but
I haven't seen that. That's not true. That's.
I'm not saying what I believe.
Anytime we go to outer space, we prove that we are round.
Well, the people say
there's nothing out there that proves that we are flat. That
is. I know you're from Santa Cruz, so okay. I know you're from. Look, I lived up by, I worked up in Cobb Mountain area, and there's aliens that live there. All right. There's actual aliens that live in Cobb Mountain.
Okay, so how do you know that? For sure.
Because I went and visited them, and I've been to that. I've been to the little bar, little cantina area in the small town up there, and yeah, it's people talk about it. People talk about it. Tell us about
why would there be aliens there and nobody knows about them? Tell us.
No, what I'm saying is there's actual human beings that totally believe they're an alien.
Oh, do you?
No, I'm talking about people actual human beings that believe they're aliens living on Cobb Mountain. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Whereabouts is that, Fab?
I mean, to each their own.
Yes.
To each their own. As long as you don't create harm to anyone, I have no ill means to you whatsoever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's people
who say that. I agree with that. But at the same time, my heart, as you were saying that, my heart says
Are they
that
crazy?
there's got to be a point where, as human beings, where we say we need to look at science and let's figure this out, because
All right, Lisa, on the other side of that, a lot of people think that science is total bogus, and a lot of it is, a majority of it, and that the institutions have been taken away from the religious aspect in a lot of ways. Do you agree with that one?
I do not agree with that. I think science is, trying to get to the truth by logic. I do not believe that religion never leads us to the truth. Never.
Right.
Religion always leads us to an opinion. Now, I know you're going to say that science kind of does that too, because science is based on theory, and theory is an opinion. But
science is based on observational tests that are repeatable, that can be proven. But then we have a lot of theories in science that are full of shit.
Yes.
So a lot of theories, but basic science is basic science.
Yes.
I
because
agree
we're not
with
talking about the
science.
theories. We're talking about basic science with gravity, numbers, the study of cells and why we're, together. And
do you think E equals MC square is the all of all? When it comes to science, because Einstein was a brilliant genius. His numbers are really accurate, right? And numbers, right? We're talking numbers. So science is numbers and English is numbers, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is numbers? It's just a way of us explaining.
Oh, man, I'm too high for this.
Look, let's get down to brass tacks. When you talk about logic, okay, there's since Socrates, and for the longest time, the three laws of logic have been the same through centuries. You know what the three laws of logic are?
No, please inform me. Please.
Okay, the first one is the law of the three laws of logic. The first one is the law of identity. Okay, a cat is a cat. The laws of identity. You can't reason with that. A rock is a rock. The sun is the sun. It's the laws of identity. Okay. The second one is the law of non-contradiction. A statement can't be both true and false at the same time. You can't say, here I'm standing, it's raining on me, but it's not
quantum physics.
You can't say it's raining on me, but it's not raining on me.
Well, yeah, I know, in quantum physics,
it's not raining on you. Okay. And the third one is the law of excluded middle, meaning that a statement must be either true or false with no middle ground. Those are the three laws.
Oh, wait a second. The third law is the same as the second law?
Pretty much. But when you follow those three laws of logic, those are the three laws of logic that any rational human follow. That's what logic is. I mean, there's 100 laws of logic, but those are the three first. Those are main three. I mean, Google it. It's right there for you. It's simple.
I'm sure. Google it. Damn it. Google it.
Because what's funny is Google controls everything. Google, the world, history, everything is according to Google. You can't. My point is that there's a lot of things that Google say is history, and it's not.
Right. I like what Justine says right here. Justine says right here in the chat. Is it true? Is it good? Is it useful? Those are the three questions that Socrates asked.
Yeah, I like those.
Is it good? Is it true? Is it useful?
Look, Justine knows it too. Identity, non-contradiction, and excluded middle. Those are the three laws of logic, man.
So I take the thing is, like, they're not debatable if you hold to logic, which I think is a great tool, but I think it's a tool like a lot of things. And I don't know that logic, like, I feel that logic fails to give us the truth or truths.
Yeah, it does.
Just
Nice.
interesting. Lisa, do you make a distinction between organized religion and spirituality?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
in, I am spiritual. I am not
Yeah.
religious, because
This is the thing.
we
because
need
I
to
thought
find it. Yes. We can't have somebody tell us. That's not learning. If somebody else tells us how to think.
I think
Yeah.
that's what we've all lived our entire life.
Yeah, we
Everyone's
shouldn't do
told
that.
me what to think my entire life.
Right. And we should listen to other
earth.
people. Don't get me wrong. But you know what I'm saying, I mean, there's so much in religion that is not true, that is so contradictory and hypocritical.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I had the feeling that your hippie side wasn't just an internet persona, and that was, beliefs that you held. Just wanted to clarify for maybe some people that you make a distinction between religion and spirituality, because because I feel that there is things that logic and science can't explain, and some of the scientists that I respect, particularly physicists, because I've looked into quantum physics quite a bit, is that some scientists will say, well, like, for example, the Big Bang, if you get to the point of the Big Bang and just after and before, science can't tell you what happened there, because the laws of science don't exist as we understand them, and there's no real way for us to retrieve the information in order to understand them. So they would say at that point, that's where philosophy takes over, and you could argue religion. So some of these scientists are saying that, an ultimate truth eludes science and always will. There are the ineffable, the unknowable things. And then you get to the point of religion and philosophy, and they dismiss those. One way that I did it, I think, was a debate between Richard Hawkins and Jonathan Sachs, who's like the chief rabbi of the UK. And I think it was Dawkins, and I don't like him, but he said, the thing is that science asks how and religion asks why. And from a scientist's point of view, who's an angry atheist like Dawkins, there is no why, there's only how. But I thought that was a good encapsulation of, like, because the how is just describing how things are, and the why would be, well, why are things the way they are? And so some angry atheists will say, well, you can't ask why, because that insinuates that there's something behind it, and there isn't. It's just the laws of science and random chance. So I was brought up in Christian churches, various denominations, and there's the golden rule, which a lot of major world religions have in some form, and humanists do as well. Treat others as you wish to be treated yourself.
Yes,
that's
a human thing.
Yeah. And I don't know if logic would come to that conclusion, but the thing is that we do, obviously you can like train yourself in logic. It's a really useful tool, but humans aren't logical. You can't tell a human to be logical, because we're not. We can have logic to us, but it's not our entirety at all.
Right.
And we have emotions.
Right.
Otherwise we'd be a robot.
Exactly. The reason for that is because with logic, it's for your brain. Your brain, you need to do math. You need to keep track of stuff. You need your brain, but using too much of your brain is bad. Sometimes you have to take your brain and put it on a shelf. That's called meditation. That's called true consciousness. And now all the laws of logic are off.
So you also have like a spiritual side to you as well, like Lisa, then, Gary.
Come again?
You also have a spiritual side, or a side that some people would consider esoteric.
Absolutely. 100% spiritual, not religious, or organized religion, stuff like that. I'm not into any of that. I'm into spiritual and my own life experiences, my out-of-body experiences, my friends, true consciousness, meditation, things that I do when I'm not using my brain.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Hey, back at you, Limey. Now we've heard that both the two people above us are spiritual. I want to ask you, are you spiritual or are you religious?
No, I'm not religious. As I say, I was brought up in various denominations of churches, like pretty much all of them at some point, apart from Catholicism or Church of England, like Methodist, Baptist, Evangelical. The main one was Salvation Army from like a child to a teenager. And I've had contact with the church since. There was a guy who works with the homeless in the city centre.
The one thing I'll give religion. The one thing I will give religion is that it allows us to live with each other. It gives those morals, those basic things that allows us to live with each other. Or we'd probably kill each other by now, to tell you honestly.
Well, I think
I like that,
Fab. Can do that, but I don't know that it always does. But I think at its best, it can do that. That's what I would hope. But I'd hope the same from logic as well. So,
well, monolithic religion, monolithic.
You know what, Fab Daddy? Let's put it this way. Some religions, you walk in there, like let's say if you walk into a really amazing non-denominational Christian church, everyone's pretty open.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice people.
Yeah, you get that good feeling, but most churches are not that. Most churches mold you into us and them.
You think so?
And so they're really, actually, I think I see them as a division. I think they divide people, Jews and, so I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and even when I was younger, they had the Black Jehovah Witness church and the white Jehovah's Witness. What the fuck?
Yeah.
If it's right, then
That's
you
fucked
need
up.
that.
That's messed up. Excuse me.
If Christianity was all correct, then Christians would be shining like diamonds, but they are not.
Well, look, I don't. Yeah, Lisa, you make a great point. You make an absolute great point. But for me, it's the type of thing where, look, when it comes to religion and God, I believe everyone has their own connection to that. So anyone that can pompously say, this is what you need to do, and this is what God wants you to do, and this and that, anyone that's trying to lay that on me is really freaky to me, because it's like, are you trying to say that your relationship with God is better than mine? I have a great relationship with God. I totally know. So freedom of religion to me is very important, because everybody should be able to connect with whatever they believe in.
Yeah, freedom of and freedom from, which is...
I think the real question is, do you have salvation?
Well, now, okay, so that is such a loaded question. Do you have salvation? Because that means if you ask that question, you are assuming that everyone believes in heaven, hell.
No, not necessarily. Not
what
necessarily.
The Bible tells you it is.
No, what is salvation? What is salvation, Lisa?
Yeah, what is it, Fab Daddy? What is
I think
salvation?
it's what happens to you when you die. That's what salvation is. What happens to you when you die? So
salvation would be going to a better place than not being saved when you die, right? Salvation would be going to a better place, whereas not having salvation would mean you go to a not so good place,
not
regardless of which religion
if you want
you're
to go
in.
to a bad place, you can go to a bad place if that's your salvation. I'm not saying, but do you personally have salvation? That's the main question of what religion.
I believe in salvation 100%, because all salvation is the deliverance from harm or ruin or loss. So
you look that up on Google, and Gary,
people use salvation in a religious way when really what all it means is, like I said, the preservation or deliverance from harm, ruin, or loss. So, look, to me, heaven exists, but you can't lose sight that just because you're going to go to heaven, everything's going to be better. Heaven is also here on earth. Because when you create that mind frame where, well, it'll all be okay once I go to heaven, it's like, no, it's all okay now too. Be happy now too. Live in heaven now. What animal do you want to feed while you're here? So
some people might think that this is our heaven, and you get this one shot. You never know.
Yeah.
Religion's squirrely like that. There's a lot of different ones out there.
Yes, and that's why it's so interesting when you said, it's salvation, because salvation to a Muslim, to a Christian, to an atheist, to even to an agnostic,
it's all different.
It's all different. And Christianity is all these Baptist, Presbyterian.
Some flavors of Christianity say that some people go to purgatory as well until the end time. So there's like a third limbo in between place as well. So,
purgatory,
but I just think as well
purgatory,
that even before you get to that point, the question, do you believe in salvation or do you have salvation, presupposes that you're not saved to start with, which I feel is an underlying assumption that, I don't know why we have to start with that assumption.
Right. It makes
Christianity explains
just because of what people told me, Limey. People told me things. So, when you die, certain things are going to happen to you. Do you have your salvation? For everyone else's salvation, I'm very happy for you. If you question what happens after you die, that's a question you're going to have to figure out, and you will, because we all are going to die, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right. And my point is that anyone that says, hey, when you die, this is going to happen, usually doesn't know what they're talking about, because how do you know? Who knows what happens when you die? You don't know.
What about the people that died and came back and they said they saw things?
Supposedly there's only one in the last 2,000 years, right?
No. We're talking and came back to life and then vanished again. No, that's Jesus we're talking about. Muhammad might be another one, so easy. And Buddha is always reborn, so don't worry about it, right? When we think about if you hit nirvana and shit with Buddhism. There's a lot of different religions. And a lot of people focus on Christianity. And I've been to Saudi Arabia, and I've met a lot of Muslims and had many conversations. I can't understand them. They always talk about all their loving me and stuff. And I love it. They're very nice people. Muslims are wonderful people.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's beautiful Christians. There's beautiful people in every religion. And then when it starts to get to where they want to have power over people, it just falls apart.
I can't understand why we've had so many religious wars. I just can't understand it.
Right. And what Justine said right here is another whole is kind of, a spiritual way of seeing it, taking away the I need to earn my salvation, which is energy doesn't die. Souls are energy.
You cannot destroy energy.
Right. Right. So you don't need to work.
That's not true. That's not true. Scientifically, that's not true.
Well,
I know we all believe that there's
that you can't create or destroy energy. You can only transform it from one form to another, but never 100% efficiency.
No, that's not true either. There is no.
That's the second law of thermodynamics. So, according to the scientific paradigm of the universe, that's it. Now, when it comes to religion, that's a different matter. Excuse the pun, but when it comes to science, the second law of thermodynamics is that. So.
I don't believe in energy always transforming into other energy, and that it's never ending. I don't believe conservation of energy theory is correct.
That would make sense if you think in a Christian based way, because that's more of a reincarnation.
The thing is that my understanding is that if you if you extend the universe out along the fourth dimension, i.e. time, then eventually you've got the heat death of the universe, because all energy has been transformed into the weakest form, which is heat, which will then eventually just dissipate into nothing in the vacuum. However,
I don't believe in other dimensions either,
such as multiverses and the constantly expanding, contracting universe like the heart that say maybe that won't happen.
Yeah.
Justine, come on up here.
Yeah.
I don't believe in multiple universes. I don't believe in dimensional like multiple dimensions. We live in a third dimension. All right. Well, even when someone tries to explain two dimensions to me, they use a piece of paper.
3 spatial and 1 temporal, and there's been multiple numbers of other dimensions that have been proven through observations.
When everyone tries to explain the second dimension, they use a piece of paper. It has a thickness. That thickness is the third dimension. There's no such thing as a second dimension. There's no such thing as a fourth.
Well, here's my thing, you guys. Listen up, you guys. Listen. I totally respect what you guys are saying 100%, but how can it have any validity when you won't even show your face while you're saying it? See what I'm saying?
Hold on, I'm back inside. I'll put my face on. I'll put my face on.
Talk about things. You turn your camera on.
I'm back in.
You're not going to have any validity.
You throw them back in.
That's all my point is, that it's hard to have any validity when we can't even see.
Look, I'm smiling during this whole conversation.
No, the thing is that I understand.
That's what gets me most about when you go and you see a lot of these shows where people are talking about all these heavy subject, but no one has their camera on. You want to tell everybody, how it is, but because remember, you guys, like I said, I'm a firm believer that you should be allowed to believe whatever the fuck you want to believe, and you should be able to change your mind anytime you want.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I'm not going to sit there and ever dispute with anyone what they believe. What they believe, I respect that wholeheartedly.
You're unlikely to change my mind. However, rather than me assuming why you'd like me to show my face, then if you could give me like 1 or 2 reasons why you would feel that showing my face adds more weight to what I'm saying.
Well, no. Because we could look at your eyes, my friend. How about that?
You could, but as I say, I can't afford the bills.
Listen, Limey, are you a Zentai? Are you a Zentai suit wearer? Because I did have a friend who was a Zentai suit wearer.
I'm not sure what
a Zentai is. He was very cool.
Is that a brand?
Huh?
Sounds like a brand. I've never heard of it.
No. So what a Zentai suit wearer is like, also like a morph. What do they call it? Like
no.
Yeah,
however, I do want to shimmer.
They always cover themselves.
I do want a shimmer suit, which is mentioned in A Scanner Darkly by Philip K. Dick. I would love one of those.
I knew it.
Especially with us increasingly living in the surveillance state, I would love a suit. So Gary, if you can, the thing with me is, right, that people don't see my face and they don't know my name, except for the person I mentioned at the start. And so far, she's only posted my initials publicly. Hopefully, she won't do my name. But if she does, good luck with finding out who I am, even so. But the thing is that people be crazy. Limey Redneck was born in order that I could speak my mind more politically. And within a year, from arguing with a neo-Nazi in a political stream chat, I've now got one of the guys from Charlottesville Unite the Right following me. So I can just do without showing my face. Thank you very much. Now, I'm not trying to be combative or whatever, but as I say, I'm quite happy.
You are.
Fab Daddy.
Yes, you are.
So Limey, that's why I said about the Zentai suit wearer, but there's a whole reason they do that. And that's so that they can live their life out in public without being judged by what they look like, and so that they can feel free. And I thought it was really cool. Yeah. And so he wouldn't even speak. He would write notes down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because accents can. I mean, some people hear me, especially Americans, but even British people hear and assume that I'm posh, and that comes with, oh, he must be middle class. He did this, he did that, and it's like, no, really, no. So there's and the thing is as well that like you say, different demographics, like how old do people think I am, what race I am, and how I present myself, and all that. That comes with associations and stereotypes as
Limey
well.
redneck likes to be a
And I
mystery.
want you to get rid of that. However,
he likes to be a mystery.
There are things that when I use, the way I speak in the vocabulary I use, people still make assumptions and things as well. So
okay, so
but
what
as
did I say?
Limey. But there are things as well, because as much as I won't say my name or show my face, everything I say is honest. And the people would have no way of distinguishing the amount of honesty, whether I show my face or not, other than facial expressions. And I feel that you can tell in my voice that I'm not very good at hiding how I feel. So I feel there is a lack of information, and a lot of information when we talk is appearance and visuals. But the next one is how you say things and not what you say. And you can hear how I'm saying things. So
right, because I recognized your voice, and I know you knew that. Like, remember, like I recognized your voice as somebody else, and you were like, oh damn. But see, so yes,
but the thing is, like I say, there's a couple of people that have seen my face even and heard my voice, and there's one person or two people that know which town specifically I live in, which is actually the size of the city. So
that's not
ultimately,
cool. Sorry.
Ultimately, all the worst that would happen is that somebody would go, oh, well, I don't like Limey in real life because, and it'd be no different to what the person that Fab Daddy knows is already doing to me online. So the thing is that, like I say, there are neo-Nazis who already don't like me, and increasingly we are getting that nonsense here. Never mind, because people have traveled from one country to another to go and kill someone, right? The chances of it happening are so remote, but it's possible, and I'm not quite ready to die.
So you're just trying to be safe, and we respect that.
Hey, why do I always got to be associated with people? What the hell's going on there?
And a fucking stalker coming for me, but both are possible. So I'm more concerned about nukes at the moment than a fucking troll. But there you
go. Hey, why am I?
I respect that.
You will.
Why?
Good to see you, Limey. I respect everything you said, by the way. I totally understand everything you're saying. Everything.
I like I like the cut of your jib. I like your style. I like the sound of your voice.
Appreciate it.
Writing. And
you're a good man. Thank you.
More often, but the time difference is fucking killing me.
Hey, like you said something that was very interesting, Lee. And Lisa, I'll just add and then I'll shut up. That's why I started working with puppets, so I could say things I wanted to say without people in this world were so divisive that, and none of it was political, but I mean, I was wearing a T-shirt with an advertisement for Stone Pony in Ashbury Park, and somebody wanted to talk politics with me. So so I totally understand but as far as religion goes, there are many paths to the top of Mount Fuji, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's.
I really like Limey. I love his energy.
He's great, dude.
Where he's coming from. I guess mainly the only reason why I want him to turn on his camera is because everyone knows that I have vision problems. I'm lucky to be able to see for another year or two, and I'm never going to know what Limey when I can't see. I'm never going to know what Limey retina.
Hey, Limey, send him a picture.
Well, the thing is, I didn't hear what you said, Fab. The thing is, Gary, really, you're not missing anything. Seriously. Apart from recurring nightmares.
Let me tell you something, Limey.
I said send him a picture in DM. Throw him a
One thing I'm known for is having people turn on their cameras. I've had over the last 5 years, I've had over 25 people never turn on their camera ever. And then they turned it on for me.
Well,
so I'm not trying to pressure you.
If you flatter me enough, Gary, then I might give you a special after show, but nobody else can be there.
Yeah, I think you're a really kick-ass dude, man. I'd love to see.
Yeah,
That's all.
he's just giving you a hard time
all right,
too.
all right. I'll
Like,
keep my clothes
Yeah.
on. Jeez,
don't
you drive a
take
hard
Gary all the
bargain.
way.
I do. I got
He's giving you a hard time, Limey.
camera.
I was getting ready with the oil. Damn.
I knew Gary had alternative reasons. I knew it.
No, that's a solid reason.
If you're trying to
you know?
protect your identity because people are going to dox you, I respect that big time.
Yeah,
But Gary's reason's just as solid. I respect where Gary's coming from too. You know, because and Limey worked. There's a compromise, and Limey worked it. You know, so.
Yeah, he can come and
absolutely.
The
The
to
thing
us
is, Gary,
and
like
do it
when
his
you
way.
gave your reason there, it just that actually makes me quite sad. So I am, I'm my wall is crumbling as we speak. Hi, 3 Chisholm me. Yeah.
Right.
What the hell?
I
Is
think
that?
another reason too is you guys got to remember, I only have 20% of my hearing. I'm a lip reader,
What?
especially especially in public. I wear hearing aids. I lost 80% when I come out here and I have headphones on. I can hear a lot better, but I still can't hear that well.
What?
Yeah.
Anyone can attest to that. I am looking at your lips when you speak. What's that?
Fair enough.
Who's on my show? If Lisa's going to talk, I'm reading her lips. I'm considered pretty much deaf. So
that's another.
That's why, like a lot of stuff that Limey has said today, I have to go back and listen to the replay. I'm only catching like maybe 20% of what he's saying.
Yeah, it doesn't help with this god awful accent either, does it?
You know what I mean? So you put an accent in there, and I'm like, woo, goodbye.
Yeah, no. To be fair, guys, that's going to throw you even more. Absolutely. So, yeah. I'll have a think. I'll have a think, Gary. I'll have a think for sure.
Maybe you can talk to Jade, and she can give you one of these filters that you can be like a giraffe or
the thing is that
anything you want to be, and then that way I can see your lip moving.
One of my things is to be a VTuber. I want ultimately to have a Limey Redneck character that is my VR, thing, so that I can, because like Annie's got it for her show a bit, and something like that would be awesome. But the thing is, I could go and research it, but I know what I'm like, and I'm putting it out there for anybody who is willing to take a commission, or I will pay you money to teach me, like, how do you do OBS, stroke, do make a puppet or something, or I don't know. But yeah.
Wow. There's so much.
I'll help you for free, dude.
Say that
Yeah, I'll help you for free, dude. Because it's Limey, I think you'll see. It's a great way of just working through things. You know what I mean? It's a crazy world. And you get out there, you say what you got to say, unload, and it's a healthy way. In
fact, we're doing it. Limey, we're doing it tonight at 7:00. Me and Will from Charliewood channel. We're doing the whole puppet thing tonight at 7:00.
How many hours away from now is that?
2.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Okay. I might be there. If you could drop the link somewhere, like comments or private chat, then I'll click on it for later.
Yeah, let me go see if I can find it.
Just tell me how to spell the channel.
I'll get it. Gary, I can get it. I'll get it for you, dude.
Cheers, Will. Yeah.
Did you ever own a ventriloquist doll where you could put your arm up in it and move its mouth and stuff?
No, I've got some puppets though.
Yeah, puppets, but sock puppet. What was the name of the gal that had the little sock puppet? What was it, like a sheep?
Larry the Lamb.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chops, that was it.
Lamb chops was so awesome.
I have a little lamb chop thing, and I love that character.
I don't know if we had lamb chops in the UK, but I knew about it because my dad's American. We lived over there when I was really young, and my mum made me a lamb chop puppet. So I can't tell you what it looks like on the telly, but I can remember the puppet thing. Yeah,
like a wool sock.
she made the whole thing from scratch. and like she looked at the TV program, designed the puppet, and then make like my mum's very arts and crafts. Someone just mentioned the other day about lace making, and my mum, I think it was Valerie, my mum does lace making. It's a dying art, but yeah, she does lace making. It is an insane amount of work and complicated to do.
Yes, a lot of pins, a lot of knots.
Did you say lace?
There's
Lace.
the Charlie wood.
L-A-C-E.
That works.
You know, leather and lace making.
Oh, yeah. See, well, I mean, you know, I'm goth. I love lace.
There you go. You see, yeah, she's got like the cushion and all the different bobbins, the weights that you put at the end of the threads, and you cross. It just gives me a headache looking at it.
You had dowlies everywhere.
Yeah.
I put the link up to the Charlie Wood show tonight.
I got it.
Oh,
I got it. Thank you.
Hopefully that works.
You notify me. Oh, it's Charlie. Oh,
I wonder what the weather's
this
like in
existed.
Satanville.
Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm getting all overexcited.
But you guys, we're going to be here every Tuesday at 4:00, kind of promoting the Friday show and promoting some other stuff and just chilling and chatting because Lisa needs the hours. So we're going to be every Tuesday at 4:00, chilling and chatting. Whatever anyone wants to chat about, we're good to go. Lisa, you saw the Elon Musk space footage from your house?
Yeah. So, last night I was driving with Paul and we saw it. So we pulled over. And look at this. It's really cool, actually.
That's your footage.
Yeah, that's my footage. That's from last night. That's the Elon Musk SpaceX.
Can you guys see it? I can't see it.
I can just see black on the screen.
Oh, you guys can't see it?
No, I'm pretty excited though. I can't wait to see this.
Why can't you see it? It's funny.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I've got this weird sidebar, like from the stream.
There we go. It's showing up, Lisa. Oh, wow.
So watch the at the bottom. There's like these two little light things that come out and see that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's them ejecting the block of ice from the toilet.
Watch.
That's the blue ice.
That was pretty cool.
Or maybe I need to do it. How come, Gary, are you still here?
Yeah.
How come it's not moving?
You got to press play. It's only like a 7-second clip.
I thought you were doing. Okay, so is that the one that you just did? Yeah.
That's SpaceX.
Just play it and we'll see. It's only 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey, look, even if you don't like Elon Musk, you got to give it up to him for pioneering the reusable rocket. When the rocket comes back and lands by itself. That's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah,
that's going to help land shit on the moon, right?
It is cool, and that's my only comment.
Yeah, he's a terrible person. He's a terrible person.
But the thing is, there's that, and I don't know if you can really credit. He can take credit or anything much really. But
well, listen to this, okay? After World War II, after the Nazis were defeated, we rounded up their best rocket scientists, which made rockets and all kinds of military stuff for the German military.
We did.
They took him and they brought him back to America. He's the reason why there's the Saturn V. Did you know that?
That's true.
Warner von Braun.
Yeah.
Also,
Warner von Braun, man. This guy was did a lot of bad stuff, made a lot of stuff that killed a lot of people, yet he was such a horrible person. He's now a patriot in American technology to go to the moon.
There you go. Brad's got it. Operation Paperclip.
Is that Operation Paperclip?
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'd say there's other data as well from like torturing people. They put data and some of that's been used. And yeah, it's not great.
So, you know, one day you're the worst guy in the world. The next day you're a saint, you know, for what you did. Does that justify it, you know?
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Fab Daddy, for coming up. Yeah, that was cool.
Thanks, Fab Daddy.
Yeah, cool.
I love that because I've been watching Fab Daddy out there in all these chats everywhere for years now. It's so good to get
To have him come up, yeah.
to have him come up. And if I heard Redneck's going to make a puppet, that would be so bad to have a limey redneck puppet coming up on all the shows, man. That would be so fucking cool.
I mean, the thing is that I'm not sure about, because I'm thinking, like, I don't have any money at the moment. I'm currently clearing debts, but I'm getting close to the end of it now. So, but so the thing is that, like, especially as you were saying, Gary, for lip reading, that would have to be like some in depth, like rigging or tracking or whatever. I don't really know if that's going to be possible, but I think maybe like start off with a simple one and then it will be developed. I don't know, but yeah, if I can work with somebody and discuss it throughout.
Remind me, a lot of my puppets, what I did was I just took a stuffed animal and I took all the stuffing out of it and then I cut the mouth open and stitched it up. And I did all my own Harry the Method Unicorn.
Love it. Great idea, by the way.
All those are just stuffed animals that I converted and cut a hole in it, put my hand in it, slit the mouth open, and then took like cardboard and sewed it in, you know.
Because the thing is as well, like I did a stream with, I think Lisa watched some of, or maybe all of, which was 2 hours, and it was just my icon on the screen and me chatting to chat. And the thing is, that's fine, but I understand for some people, they want to, you know, it doesn't hold their attention regardless of what you're saying. So, and it would be nice to have some kind of something other than just my old.
Yeah, and there's apps for that. I'm telling you.
There's so many apps for that. You could be a cat. You could be a anything.
You could be a redneck.
Create your own
Well,
little.
that's the thing. I want to like. I need to do some basic research on limey rednecks, basically, and then amalgamate like those and stereotypes essentially. That's why I chose the name. It's like I'm English, limey. My dad grew up in North Carolina and Virginia, and as much as I don't want people to stereotype me, I just thought if you can't see past the name, then you're going to have issues once I start typing or open my mouth. So yeah.
Nice. Chilling and chatting. It's all we're doing. It's all chill.
My icon is a picture of a Virginia creeper that I grew, and it here in Limey Land, and it didn't flower for like 3 years, but once it did, I was like, oh, it's so pretty. So Virginia
Wow.
creeper. Yeah.
That's rare.
Is it?
It is pretty. Yeah.
I'm surprised it did well here because it's so, you know, so not like southern weather here.
Yeah. That makes a good point. What is attractive?
Really?
Because what you think is attractive isn't what's
fluid.
Is attractive, right?
It's fluid. You know, it changes.
Yeah.
Well, I think cultural conditioning has a lot to do with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you know, here if you eat people, that's not good. You're a freak. But there's some tribes where if you don't eat people, you're a freak. Cannibalism is totally accepted.
Oh, that kind of eating.
Some tribes in Africa, cannibalism is accepted, and so their culture is what made that attractive. Or another example would be a couple thousand years ago, or maybe about 3,000 or 4,000, obesity was considered attractive. You weren't healthy unless you were big and thin. Like body, you were like a freak. You were too thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a big woman is taken care of. She's
Exactly. That's a
she's got
sign of
money
your.
and she's
Yeah, exactly. It's a sign of wealth.
That was sexy. That was what was happening. Someone that has a 0.07, 35, 36, that bombshell, that was considered you were a freak if you looked like that,
In Ghana, there's still that beauty standard, and if you're well off, then you pay to go to a fat clinic as a woman to put some weight on to be more attractive.
Oh, where?
Ghana.
Yeah.
Right on.
Where?
Ghana in Africa. GANA.
Africa. Yes. Yeah.
What a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have to say, I really like that now for a woman, it's just beauty is not this. Beauty is this.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that.
It is about how you carry yourself and confidence and things like that, though, for sure. Well, I think anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
There's plenty of people I see, and I think I wouldn't say that you're conventionally attractive, but you are really attractive. And it's sometimes it can just be a sparkle in the eyes or something. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why everyone's going to have their own idea of what attractive is. Some people, orange hair, freckles, and buck teeth is super attractive.
Yeah.
You never know.
Thanks for outing me.
No, but I mean, for real.
The eye is in the
yes, we all have our things, man, and it's it's who
Red
we
hair
are.
and freckles is sexy.
It is actually. Anything could be. It's all relative. Anything is. It's how you carry yourself.
I like petite. I like petite spinners. I mean, hey, call me crazy, right? Right. Lisa, did you find out what pitch in a tent means? I got you last week on the show, right?
Oh, God.
Fine. Yes. Why doesn't anyone answer my questions when I say somebody tell me what that means? It means you don't want to make it a part of your normal schedule, or you do want to make it part of your normal schedule. If you see a girl, you're like, oh, I would pitch a tent. That means you would like to hang out with her all the time.
I got excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to look it up on my own. Thank you.
Oh, that's classic.
It's crazy. Chilling and chatting. Click on the link. Come on up. Come chat with us.
Yeah.
Justine was saying that the UK is warmer than I think Michigan, even though we're on the same. Is it long latitude? Long, we're nearer the North Pole, or we're in the same spot. There you go. UK is warmer than Michigan, even though it's more north from the globe. And my understanding is the reason for that is we've got a big warm current that goes along the south coast that keeps us warmer than we should be. So, but with the climate change accelerating, that could get switched off, and then we're going to have even higher bills than we currently do for heating. So, yeah.
But climate change isn't real.
Do you guys really want to go to climate change? You guys want to shift gears? Let's go there.
Because it's hot here, and Gary knows it. Right now, the last couple weeks, it's
just
in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
All the way up to one day we had 90, 91.
Yeah, there was a show when I was growing up called Tomorrow's World that was like a popular science program, but talking about new gadgets that might be coming out and things like that. And I remember when I was a young teenager, them saying, oh, in the future, because of climate change, you may well find that we'll end up growing grapes in England, in say the Kent area near London, because the weather will be warm enough and da-da-da. And I'm thinking, yeah, probably, but not while I'm alive. And they've had it for years now. So, yeah.
Wow. Isn't that amazing to see that?
That's very interesting, Lemmy. Here's my take on climate change. Okay. First off, like I said, there's a million videos that can tell you how bad climate change and with the direction we're heading in and all the goodies that come with it. And there's 1,000 million videos on the other side that can tell you, hey, no, the planet is the same exact temperature as it's been for a million years. It hasn't changed at all. What you're experiencing is what's called weather. Okay, you're on tectonic plates. The things are shifting. There's volcanoes everywhere that are erupting and causing earthquakes and floods and tectonic plate shifting. And my point is that it's all made up into further certain agendas. Okay, my point is too. I'm not saying which is right. I'm not saying, hey, I agree with these people or I agree with these people, because I'm not a fucking scientist. Okay. All I can do is watch videos and be like, oh, I kind of resonate with that. Or I kind of resonate with that. You know, the Pacific patch that has all that fucking plastic in it. That's what we should be fucking talking about. Because that's fucking shit up big time.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
So do Lisa
hi,
and Bill
Shangy girl.
believe in climate change or no? Do they believe in anthropomorphic accelerated climate change or no?
I don't know who that was too, but I absolutely believe in climate change.
Okay.
Absolutely. I see it happening in my I
person
see
of
it.
science.
I see animals becoming extinct.
Yeah, but that's been happening for 1 billion years. It's called weather. It's called that's what the planet does.
Not to the extent.
The planet will always continue to heal itself. It will never, nothing will. I think maybe only like this nuclear shit is the only thing that can really fucking damage it really, really good. But then again, too, I think that it'll just make all of us extinct and the earth will always continue. Right? I mean, I don't know. Like I said.
Yeah.
The thing is, listen, Gary, global climate change isn't about the earth is going to not exist anymore. It's about we are not going to exist anymore. So I think the earth will probably go on and be happy, maybe not miss us. But we're going to be fucking gone because we're not going to have any.
The thing is,
it's going to be too hot in some areas. We're not going to have water.
And that's why there's this huge, I don't know if you guys noticed this, there's this huge shift where all these elite billionaires that are running the show on the left and the right are all building huge underground bunkers.
Hey, piano matron. Yeah, the thing is, though, I think humans will survive big climate change. However, there'll be fewer of us, and our current society will not exist because everything will have been broken up. Gary, like you say, it's kind of weather. That's fair enough. But like we've got seasons within the year, right? And then you get other things that happen, like El Nino can affect global weather at certain times as well, right? And that's not necessarily an annual thing, but it's still trackable and predictable and things like that. Then you have, like in the 1600s, there was the mini ice age in the UK, England, where the Thames froze over and they held markets on it, and the earth was quite cold. Humans died out in the last big ice age. There was only apparently like 100,000 of us left or something like that. And before plants, there wasn't an awful lot of oxygen on the earth. So the thing is, I agree with you. Our climate has always changed, and there is weather, but climate and weather are linked with cycles within cycles. And if you look at it through a scientific lens, then 97% of global climate scientists agree. They might argue about extent, but they all agree that humans are accelerating climate change that maybe was already occurring.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I agree with climate change. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also saying a lot of it I take, with me, it's so weird. It's like I just take a little bit of this and a little bit from that. Anything that resonates with me, I'll take with me. And when I found out that there were science that says that the temperature of Earth has never fluctuated or changed. It's the same as it's always been. Climate change is trying to say that it's heating up and the Earth is hotter than it was thousands of years ago. I don't know if that's true.
Had a big ice.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. For me, it's so hard to believe anything.
I believe it's true.
I don't care what the subject is.
Because we see it, because we see the cause and the effect happening before our eyes. So we have to judge things by what we see, right? If it's happening, how can we watch something happen and then deny that it's happening?
Well, my point is, there's so many crazy different things that you can get caught up in. You get the latest one about Bill Gates, where there's too many cows and animals that are farting and releasing gas into the air. So we need to, and people breathing. We need to reduce the population because there's too many people breathing on the planet.
Right.
There's actually studies on methane gas from cows. There's actually science on that.
That's why we're against factory farms.
No,
right. That's what.
And then there's people that come back and say the reason for that is because they're using that as an agenda to curb the market on lab-grown meat. Okay. They want everyone in the world to buy lab-grown meat so that they control the monopoly for that. That's the only reason why they're trying to do that, and that's what's going to make the animals go extinct.
So what I want to say is that I believe in lab-grown meat. It is way too expensive now. I know that some people just say crazy shit. Like, I have a girl, she thinks that Chick-fil-A, it only uses lab-grown meat. Well, let me tell you something. No, because lab-grown meat is still in its infancy. But wouldn't it be great if we could get the same kind of protein without killing animals? And then we wouldn't have to have factory farms, because then it's just like diamonds, how now we can grow a diamond in the lab.
Okay, look, I understand something that people have been...
real quick, Agolf, I agree with what you say about stats, but it all depends on where you're doing statistics, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, the government has a different way of doing stats. Sorry, Gary. Agolf, it was a great point he put out there, but it's like, it just all depends.
I mean, look, like I said, people have been, eating meat for millions of years since the planet's been around. Okay, I don't think that's a big concern to me, because I think, even like when you look at vegetarians and people that don't eat meat, that's fine. But you have to remember, your vegetables that you're eating, okay, the tofu that you're eating, all those bean fields, you have to kill every bug, every ant, every squirrel, every bird. You have to kill every single animal and insect that
keep them out. But yes,
grow those vegetables, and that's what they do. So they're murdering animals to... See the contradiction? It's like, well, I only eat vegetables. We eat vegetables that are grown because animals have been killed. Okay.
Gary, there are things like loss of habitation and insecticides that do great ecological damage. However, you have to clear a lot more land and use a lot more water to grow beef.
And that's the difference. It's pesticides versus GMO. They genetically alter the food, vegetables. They genetically change the genetics of it so the bugs won't eat it.
Listen, I just want to say something. I just want to add something into the conversation. It's just this. Cows are they're beautiful animals. They're they're loving. They don't need us to be eating them the way we do. And so, yes, it's all about health and this and that. But actually, for me, it is more spiritual. And if we could live in this world with more compassion, I feel like that is a positive thing.
That's true. And here's the thing too. For me, with the whole meat topic, if it's done in a humane way, I don't like that's why I like free range, where it's organic and it's not this freaky mass production of it. That's what I'm into. I'm not into did you hear the story about how, and I don't know if this is true, so I don't want to get sued, but that Kentucky Fried Chicken is not allowed to call it Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. They have to call it KFC because it's not chicken. What they're doing is they grow it in these warehouses where all the chickens are in these tiny cages. They debeak them, declaw them, defeather them, and basically just grow them like the Matrix with tubes going in their noses.
Right, I heard that.
They grow all these chickens and plump them up real giant in these cages. Have you ever heard that? Anybody?
I've heard
of that.
Chicken.
I heard of that a long time ago, but as whether that's true or not, the thing like Lisa says is like factory farming and mass farms like that and animal cruelty is a what's the word? Animal welfare is an argument for being vegetarian or vegan for sure. The thing is, I tend not to focus on that because a lot of people don't want to engage in extended empathy for humans, let alone animals. So I always come at it from a point of view of the planet's going to die, or the planet will be fine, as other people have said. You probably live, but a lot of us are going to die if we don't make some major changes very quickly. And one of those is eating less meat and going vegan if you can. The thing is, I've known people who would gladly kick a cow in the face, and they've been vegan for a decade because they were concerned about their own health, and that was their only reasoning. So,
yeah. And that's the thing too. You got to remember that eating healthy is so good. It's so important. And when you really look at what's going on, it's almost like they're trying to kill everyone before they can collect their Social Security by eating processed food. All these like crazy ingredients that are in all these different cereals and yellow dye and all these crazy things. And then when the people do get sick, they don't want to give them the cure. They just want to give them the medicine to medicate it. So it's almost like this setup where, you're on this thing. When you go and you look at the food now, a good way to tell the stuff that's good to eat is the kosher stuff, right? You guys heard of that, where it has like a symbol on it, like a U or a K? Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
But
there's some kosher stuff I eat. Yeah.
And that kind of shows you, hey, it's organic, or it has, all this.
I don't know if it's organic. I thought somebody.
No, it means it follows their process from back in the day for cleanliness. That's most of that kosher stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. You're still eating,
So
right.
deal.
So you can have kosher shellfish. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And it's prayed over, I think.
It's good. It's not healthy. A kosher hot dog is phenomenal, dude. It's like out of control.
But I agree with this. What
I'm so confused. Sorry. Is kosher a brand, or are you talking about food that Jewish people eat? I'm so confused.
Yeah, it's kosher's like it's not a brand. It's like a rabbi. It's a. Look it up on Google. I can't describe it well.
I'm trying to say it's a steak to eat,
I can describe it. It's just kind of like, how things are certified organic?
Yeah.
They have certain rules.
Right.
So when it's certified kosher, it has to do with the bloodletting, and because they don't want it has something to do with
we probably have kosher here, but I've seen halal marks, which is always a standardized marking, which again is talking about how they've killed the animal, bloodletting and things like that. So
this guy's got it. The rabbi blesses it. That's what puts the
Right,
kosher
cool.
stamp.
Thank you. I just was confused because I know that some things in the States are copyrighted that I just never would have expected was copyrighted, and again, increasingly it's happening here.
You
so I just
never
have
know.
to get these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the
There
people,
are churches in the United States that trademark things, though.
Yeah, I mean, your mega churches are
crazy.
Yeah, but you know,
It's
again, like I saw Billy Graham in a football stadium when I was like 15. So you know, what can I tell you?
and then if you're going to eat chicken,
Never did me any harm.
Walmart chicken that they have for like $10, and you get like a giant thing of it, right? Oh my God, you don't want that
stuff
at all, man. That is
Hormone
like,
City, man.
oh my God.
Well, listen, what I was trying to say before is I agree with Agolf is that more than 67% of our crop calories grown in the U.S. are used to feed the livestock rather than direct human consumption. So
that is fascinating.
we would be healthier if we would eat the grains, but we feed the grains to the cows.
That's one of the things I was saying.
Oh man.
And to me, that comes down to that second law of thermodynamics again, because like in a similar way to have a monoculture of a crop, you have to put a lot of energy into it in working it either by hand or animals or machinery. And then on top of that, with intensive farming, insecticides, because those chemicals represent stored energy as well. And they take energy to manufacture. And there's all sorts of bad effects from that. Then in the same way that's monoculture, there's a lot of energy involved in that. And there is still in growing plants in a more holistic manner if you tending them at all. But then to grow animals, you take all of that plant material that you've grown and then feed it, and through the energy transformations that occur in the waste products, you're losing a lot of that matter that otherwise, and that, because matter again sort of represents energy, you're losing that matter that could otherwise go directly into people's bellies. So that's, and again, there are reasons
not to even mention that we have such a bad way of killing our animals that when they die, they are filled with fear. So they have all that fear, adrenaline, hormones in them, which is actually poison to us. So
I've heard some type of dopamine or some type of toxin that they let off through that fear is what you're saying?
Yes.
That's interesting.
So they get out, they give off a certain hormone when they're afraid. And that hormone is in the meat. And then that makes us sick. It's actually toxic.
Like, some people that love like eating steaks will say that sours the meat sort of thing. So
I stopped eating red meat a long time ago because I read a bunch of stuff where by the time you're 60, if you eat red meat all your life, by the time you're like 60 or something, you have 45 pounds of undigested red meat still in your liver. Because I eat fish, tuna, and sometimes chicken. That's all. I don't eat meat.
I tended to eat a lot of fish and chicken when I ate meat.
Only because there's so much good stuff, man. There's pizza with all these veggies, there's salads and tomatoes and artichoke hearts and all these really killer stuff. So, but I used to eat meat. I love meat. I was a carnivore for a long, long time. I only stopped doing it too because of that trip. I didn't want all that undigested red meat, and I'm glad I didn't. Because, I don't have a big gut. But I think the thing is I think the biggest
don't look too good
thing for people is when you go to the store and you look at all the chips that there are, all of them are made with the most horrible cottonseed oils and these different oils that are so fucking bad for you. It's unbelievable. That's how they're going to kill you before you get your Social Security. But the chips that are cooked in avocado oil, there's no cholesterol, there's no cottonseed oil. These are it's the same thing with the chicken. When you get the chicken, it has to be grass-fed, range-free, no hormones, yada, yada, yada. And it has to be air-chilled. Because what they do is they take these chickens and they dip them in this bleach.
Yeah.
Fucking insane, man. And people are just
It's
eating
insane what Americans do to the food.
to preserve it. Yeah, they dip it in bleach. Like you can't do that in other countries, in some other countries. But
Yeah, we heard about that in the UK because of Brexit. Before that even happened, some of us were saying, you know, they have chlorinated chicken in the US. You know, that's what they want to bring, not the Americans, the government want to sell here. And yeah, it's like, so there were already reasons for me to go vegan, but Brexit was yet another one. So
interesting.
yeah.
And it's interesting what Brad is saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just looked that up, the ARFID. So yeah, he's never had pizza eaten at McDonald's. No meat ever. Blimey.
What's Brad saying? He was born a ARFID. You've heard of that, Lisa?
Yeah, no. That's why it was really interesting. So you get really sick if you eat any meat, I guess.
Yeah. Did you guys hear about how fucking jacked up these Girl Scout cookies are? You think that's true? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times with me, I like putting stuff on the pedestal and talking.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
There's videos that came out where these Girl Scout cookies have like insane levels of like, and like I said, I don't know if this to be true, but the videos are saying that just mercury and lead and toxins and all these metals and all this crazy stuff are in the cookies.
Blimey.
We tested them and they're like, wow, this is like some crazy.
Oh, that's not good at all.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know that.
I know,
story.
because I bought a bunch of those, man. I mean, I can't. There's like crack cocaine to me, Girl Scout cookies. I can't walk away.
Oh my God.
I just can't. You know, but dude, I didn't. I heard people talking about that, but I didn't know the ins and outs. Oh gosh.
Well, like I said, maybe we'll talk about it next week. People can Google it and get 1,000 million videos how they're good for you and 1,000 million videos that it's bad for you, right? That's how it works these days, man. I noticed that with everything. Doesn't matter what the fuck we talk about. You can go find videos if you watch them long enough. The brainwash you into believing it. And then you go to the other side, you watch those long enough, they'll brainwash you into believing that. You know?
But
hi,
Girl
Phoenix
Scouts
Lightning.
You guys see those videos where they're saying that milk is allowed to have 40% of it is pus from the cow's inside uterus or whatever.
I don't know about that, but I've heard unsavory things about milk for sure.
Did you guys hear about that?
I've heard that milk has pus and blood in it, yeah.
I learned that from some microbiotic friends of mine who were microbiotic. They didn't eat anything processed, homogenized. I don't know if you guys ever heard of microbiotics.
Yeah. Well, I'm a vegan, so I don't drink milk, but that makes me gag when you said it like that.
It's allowed. 40% of it is pus, cow pus, in your milk.
I've heard that there are bits of pus and blood in milk, but I don't know about that percentage. That sounds because like surely it would just all appear to be cream if that was true.
Well, and then what they do is they homogenize it, pasteurize it, and they do all kinds of crazy stuff. That's why those microbiotics, man, they just like they eat like raw nuts, and then also too they say that when you cook your vegetables, you're taking away all the. You have to eat it raw. If you eat cauliflower, eat it raw. Broccoli, eat it raw. Carrots, raw.
I mean, I think a lot of things are probably the best for you raw. The most interesting thing I heard is that carrots are the exception. That carrots, if you cook the carrots, they're actually better for you.
Wow, it releases some of the...
Yeah, the vitamin A, so your body... I don't know.
I think the thing with carrots, and it's probably true of other veg, but I've heard it specifically with carrots, is you get good things out of them, whether they're raw or cooked, but they're different things. So And I'm guessing it's probably similar with other vegetables as well. I've not really looked into it because I've always loved just eating loads of fruit and veg. Anyway, I'm one of the world's luckiest vegans because there's like 5 things I could name that I don't like eating, and none of them to me are everyday food. So fortunately, I've always liked eating. I wouldn't have milk in my coffee anymore, but it's too acidic. So that's the only reason I have like coconut milk now, is to stop coffee repeating on me. So yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, look at Brad example. He's a medical marvel.
Yeah, you have to
why,
really be careful.
That I feel so. That's because like I love eating, and I could still happily sit down and eat half a cow and like fucking big fish, but you know I don't. But the thing is, like, to have an amount of restrictive diet forever, like that would drive me insane. That's because Brad was saying he eats only about 15 things. He has such a restrictive diet. It's awful. I take it in short as some kind of liquid food thing, like a slim fast or something.
Yeah. All right, you guys want to shift gears into sugar? Huh? I don't do sugar at all. I don't eat candy. I don't. Maybe every once in a while, I don't mind a piece of cheesecake.
Oh, I love cheese. Well,
maybe some chocolate.
I still love cheesecake. I don't eat
chocolate, but other than that, I find it really disturbing that a Snickers candy bar costs more money than a pineapple. Isn't that bizarre?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A whole fucking pineapple. Mother Nature's gift to us, right?
Yeah.
Costs less than a Snickers bar.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I don't drink soda at all. I haven't drunk soda for like 30 years. I drink spring water and vitamin D pus milk. And but the problem is, you think, oh, well, I'm drinking the spring water. When you see people in the store and they're buying like drinking water, you see them getting cases of it. You feel like going and telling them, hey, man, that's just tap water with chemicals in it. Okay. You have to drink the spring water. But the only problem with spring water is it has to be in glass. If you're drinking it in these things, you're getting 100 microliters of plastic chemical bleeding through the water.
So I went on, so I was like, all right, I can't drink the plastic bottles anymore because they're not good for you. So then I looked, so all the water with the glass bottles are like a good amount more
expensive. Yeah.
So then I just before I came on with you guys, I got a delivery. I found they're called Just Water, and they're in little cartons.
What, like paper?
So they're in paper,
like cartons of milk.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
so they're in paper. So it was a lot.
Water.
Pardon?
And it's spring water.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
and
it's called Just Water.
I take it.
Yeah. So I'm going to see how I feel,
Yeah.
Because it's the plastic. Yes, it's the BPA. Yes.
Yeah.
Lisa, are they recyclable cartons?
Leaches into the water. Then it gets into
What I'm looking into is getting one of those 5-gallon glass jugs and going somewhere where you get the spring water like out of the machine. But what kind of container is it in the machine, right?
Exactly. And how clean is the machine? How much do they?
Right. So, and then I don't know if you guys ever saw. It was a long time ago. They had this show. They shut it down. That was called. What was it called? Flow. For the Love of Water. It was a documentary, and it showed how there's like 6 or 7 main veins throughout all these 7 continents where there's like spring water just gushes right out of there, and there's Nestle, Coca-Cola, and a bunch of other big wiggers, right? Go in, put fences all around it, say we own this land, and all the people that were using it, that were streaming into streams and stuff, weren't allowed to use the water anymore. It was like the most heartbreaking thing you've ever seen in your life, man.
That is so.
People,
That's
generations
so
have been living there for a long time. You know, that wash their clothes and drink and do all kinds of shit with that water. They're clogging it up and balling it up right from the source. No one gets any, just those corporations.
Yeah, they drained towns in India. They like sucked so much water up that the level of the water table decreased, and then the people that live can, like, their wells dried up and everything like that, just like because Coke was there. It's nuts. Yeah. And the thing is, I hate to say it, but with climate change, water wars are going to be a thing, and they may well happen in the States. There are already fights between Native Americans and farms over the Colorado River, for example, and have been for at least 5 years that I know about. So,
well, it's like I ask people, okay, look, obviously you need water to survive, right? If you don't have water with a certain amount,
it's terrible.
You die, right? Okay, let's just say hypothetically, all the stores in your everywhere get rioted. They're all empty. You can't get any water. Right now, if you couldn't buy any water from anywhere, how long could you survive for with the water that you have right now? You go to your faucet, the water's off.
Yeah.
There's no water on the shelves. How long could you last for?
I've got about 2 cups in my kettle, so not very long.
Well, I could last for a long time. You know why? Where I live, I know where I can go up into the Santa Cruz Mountains, and I know where there's natural springs that come out of the water.
That's great.
I can backpack, and I could hike up there, and I could go get us water.
We've got there's a pond within, say, 3 minutes walk from my house in like quite a large park. Well, for the middle of town, it's quite a large park. And if I go there, I could potentially drink from it, but I'd have to fight the shopping trolleys first to actually get near the water to scoop any out. So, and even then, I'm not sure that I want to drink that. The pond has been in a state of disrepair for a long time. I know a guy who used to fish there and say it used to be amazing like 10, 15 years ago, but it's pretty bad. But, you know, austerity and all that.
I'm kind of waiting for that too, because I think that's going to happen soon. That's one of the things I'm predicting, is there's going to be like this, you know, big thing for water where like no one's going to be able to get water, and they're going to press it for a while, but then they'll give it back to everyone.
As it is in the UK, like we're going to have water shortages in London soon, because there's like 1 or 2 big aquifers and they're not managing it, and privatization. We're like, I think there's 2 countries in the entire world that have their water supply completely privatized, and we're one of them. And they're like Flint, Michigan, that Justine mentioned. I remember hearing about that, and I followed it on and off for years. And we've got similar things in the UK. There was a place actually in the posh part of the country, which you wouldn't expect, that were just without water for like a week or something, and the water company was just like, whatever.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
I think that's part of the agenda on the depopulation, is that certain areas are just like, oh, if there's no water, sorry.
It's climate change and mismanagement.
You don't have like fucking, you know.
It's climate change and privatization.
Gallons filled up, ready to, you know. You're done, you know. Who knows? And like I said,
it's getting drier there. And as I say, like when I remember hearing at 15, they're going to grow grapes and make wine in England. Like I'm thinking, not in my lifetime, and I'm not hit 60 yet, and they've already been doing it for like at least a decade that I know of. So the thing is that these things are predictable. We are getting it wrong, but the only thing we're getting wrong at the moment is that we thought we had more time than we actually do. So, and privatization is bad. Oh, I don't really want to really depress anybody, but I feel like people should make informed decisions. thinking about trying microplastics in water is great, but basically it all has microplastics in. So the best advice I would give you if you are worried about things like that is to buy like a filter for home, because no matter where you get it, it's going to have microplastics.
I already have a filter, yeah.
Might differ. It's estimated that we eat roughly a credit card worth of plastic every year. So
interesting. Yeah, the whole water thing is a crazy topic, man. You know.
But you see, those issues are solvable, but it takes investment. And one of the things about privatization, and it's not just the UK, it's America and other places too, is that there's a common pattern where you have a public owned service, they flog it, the people, they promise that the shares will go to the ordinary people, but they're reserved by the rich and wealthy first of all. And then the people that actually have spare money to buy any substantial amount are again people that are better off. So you don't get it. And then what happens is that the asset managers and hedge funds that own these companies ultimately load those companies with loads of debt, put your bills up and use all that money to pay out to their shareholders who then put it offshore. It's not taxed and it stops circulating in our economy. And meanwhile, we get sewage pumped into our waters or chemicals and the water catches fire like in Flint and we pay through the nose for the privilege.
Wow.
Microplastics could be solved. Having a private company manage our water is not a good first step to doing that. So,
yeah. I almost wish that there would be a worldwide law that water can't be packaged in plastic anymore. It's just adding to that Pacific patch, man. I don't mean to circle back to it, but it's so important. And it's like no one even, all these billionaires and shit should be making those machine boats that go out there.
Absolutely.
And you know,
they have made some progress into clearing some of that though, Gary, but yeah, I hear you, and it's not the only one, but that is the biggest one for sure.
I think we need to spend our money on that. We all have clean water before we spend our money on going to the moon. Let's circle back.
I agree, man.
Sling to the moon. Yeah, I mean, I used to think about maybe Mars, but like if Elon's going to beat us all to it, then I'm not so keen anymore.
Crazy. We got a couple minutes left in the show. If anybody wants to come up at the end and just scare us.
Come scare us. Now, Phoenix lightning, I'm not sure if just boiling the water, I'm thinking that it would not get rid of the microplastics.
Yeah, I think you need to have like a filter at home to capture microplastics. And like I say, you can do it.
And even then,
in the water courses and treatment facilities, but it would cost money.
So let me get this straight. Because you know me, I'm trying to process what's going on here. Are you guys saying that you can't, like, I can take my spring water and boil it and it'll boil out the microplastics, or it can't boil?
I don't think it will, Gare. We all don't think so. Maybe
it can't.
Phoenix Lightning in chat was saying that, but I think that the most that would happen as it's plastic is that it would like get hot and melt a bit, and that would be it. And I can't see microplastics evaporating out of the water, which is what you would need. So, yeah.
And they say that it even intensifies, like if you take one of these, okay, and like you leave it in your car when it's really hot, and you come back and it's got all those like little bubbles everywhere stuck to the plastic. They say that that's supposed to like intensify the dosage level or something, right?
Because it heats it up and then it actually has like fumes. It releases fumes in the water if you leave it in the sun. Yeah.
And you know, you see these people that say the reason why, like, okay, George Burns lived in 99. He inhaled cigars since he was 9 years old. So he smoked cigars for 91 years. But then people say, well, one of the reasons is because he didn't eat genetically altered food. All his food was completely organic. They exercised every day. They were up at 5 a.m, moving and shaking, you know, and genetic. Your body is your temple. What you put in it does matter. But a big part of it is your genetic code. You could just have it within your genetic pool where, boom, when you turn 50, you're going to get this and die. It's just in your genetic. And then you can have nothing in your genetic code, so you just live to be 100 years old and then die of old age.
I know. It's so crazy. Yes.
But your body is your temple, and it's a combination of both of those. If you want to live to 100, you better hope you have good genes, and you better hope that you do right. I mean, look at like Prince. Prince died at 50. He did everything right. He ate all the vegetables, the vitamins, laid in the sun bath, but he
didn't do everything right because he was putting in his system.
He's an opiate addict.
Yeah. His genetic code. Look at Elvis, right? Ate all those cheeseburgers, fucking took all those pills. Right?
Yeah, the pills again. The pills will fucking get you.
Yeah, they will do you in. They are dangerous things, man.
Yeah. But the pot will.
I like pills.
Pot.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I'm not going to do satire right yet, but no, pot is safe. I mean, for people like us without developing brains, it's safe. Yeah. I mean, I was just having this discussion earlier because the liquor sales. Pay very close attention if you want to, because liquor sales are dramatically going down. So start looking who's funding the studies that are saying we need to do something about maybe we've gone too far with our being liberal with the pot. Because I think the liquor companies and the pharmaceutical companies are going to respond to what's happening. Because look, I broke my back in 8 places and I managed to pain with weed. That's a lot of narcotics that they did not get from me. Yes. Now you start multiplying that, and that's real money. And they're going to fight that. And so I'm starting to feel a vibe in the country of a backlash about pot right now. Wow. So it's just,
that's the conservatives. They're trying to take, that there's a backlash with everything.
Right. So just pay attention to who's funding the studies, because I do think, I think the pharmaceutical companies dropped the ball 20 years ago. They should have seen this coming to be a weasel, controlled it, but they didn't. They fucked up. So did the tobacco companies.
Yeah, you're right.
So it is what it is.
It's the same thing that fucking Anheuser-Busch did fucking in the 1920s. They gave it marijuana, which gave it Hispanic kind of flavor to it. Okay.
Yeah.
They made you think propaganda films where you smoke it, you jumped out of it.
From down south, the borders, jazz.
My mom was part of that because my mom was part of that. She was born in the late 30s, so she was told that if you smoked it, you'd turn into an orange. You would think you were an orange.
Oh yeah,
shit like that. You know, so, because they wanted everyone to be alcoholics. They didn't want people smoking weed. They wanted people drinking.
Yeah. I know.
I'll say this, and everybody's different. Everybody's different. So what I'm going to say doesn't mean it applies to anybody else. But what scared me was all this programming. I'm 60. So there was this programming of, you're going to, because I had quit drinking a long time ago. Booze and me is not a good match, right? So, but I was, when my back was jacked up and I started the weed regimen, I was like, oh God, for a split second, it's going to be a gateway. Quite frankly, just the opposite.
Wow.
And it just depends on where you are in life. But for me, it absolutely saved my life. And people should just have access to whatever works for them.
Right.
Especially if they are hurt and in pain and struggling to make it through. We got a crisis in this country with pain. Yeah. And so we just need to lighten up on people with pain, give them some grace. And let them get the help that they need, and don't judge them. Because until you're there, you don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know.
It's psychological pain too, Will. Right?
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you see that video, you guys, where the guy had I forgot what disease he had?
Hey, Williams.
Cerebral palsy or something. But then when he smoked, he had never smoked weed. But when he smoked the weed. Yeah. He kind of unclutched his hands a little bit and relaxed, and
Yeah, it can help with like tremors and different neurological things.
Right.
Ketamine is helping vets overcome PTSD.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an amazing world if we allow ourselves to just, you know, it just lose. If you got conventional thinking like I did, just kind of, you know, embrace the science, embrace, you know.
right.
But there was some there. I had some, you know, we all, and I make fun of them, but I thought, oh God, I'm gonna be boozing up. I mean, that was less to do with pot programming and more to do with the alcoholic community programming. But it was still programming that we get, that you believe is going to happen, and sometimes keeps you from doing what might be the best thing for you. But
Right.
you're listening to the programming. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Will. And
Everybody's different, though. Everybody's got a different experience, but I want people to have the freedom to do that, because when you are in that level of pain, and it's in the suicide rates, the injury that I had, suicide rates were 67%. And so, you know, you're dealing with some serious stuff. It's like, it's torture 24 hours a day. So let these people, don't just, come on. You know, I don't care what it is. If it's horse tranquilizer and grandma can get through the day on it, I'm good with it. You know?
yeah. Hey, Will, listen, I don't know if you know this, but Lisa was in a wheelchair. She broke her back.
Oh my
neck.
So you know, Lisa, you've been there. You know that exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, someone tried to kill me.
Oh my
I
God, I'm
don't
so
know why I was-
sorry.
But
What?
so they broke my neck, and I was in a wheelchair for like, I don't know, almost 2 years. But when you said that, I'm totally with you.
Yeah.
They tried to give me, I was in so much pain.
Oh yeah.
And they tried to get me on the pills, but I used weed.
Yeah.
And I feel like that helped my body to heal.
Nice.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
because
agree.
it
Because
reduces
the
pain then,
the pills were like just keeping me down. I felt my body not doing anything, and I was so afraid because they did say I would be partially paralyzed.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
well, I was thinking if you'd broken your neck, you could have been paraplegic. So
Yes,
Lisa,
yes.
that's badass, though. That is, I knew
Yeah.
you were badass. That is badass. That's gangster. I mean, that is awesome, Lisa.
Yeah,
That's
you could've
because
seen me. I had,
I mean,
like,
that's no joke.
Thing all
Yeah.
over my neck, and this metal thing from here all the way down. I couldn't bend. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Look at
And
you
I'm-
now, man.
I'm the
You know what
same
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
the same way too,
right
because
on,
I don't-
right on.
for me, it was a different experience because I never did anything with my back or neck, but like my elbow, when I was 17, I shattered it. It blew back this way and wrapped around my side. Okay. And I got a metal ball and strings. I had over 9 different operations. And for 2 years, I didn't even use my right arm. And then I finally was able to pick up, because I was relentless. I wanted to play guitar again. I was able to pick up a tennis ball, you know? So, and then with my foot, I snapped my foot in half. Okay. With you load a trailer onto a trailer hitch.
Yeah.
Where it went up, and then it came down and stapled my
couldn't
foot.
just break
concrete.
a normal small bone rather than complicated jointed things, could you? Like
Right.
an elbow and your foot, jeez.
Right, but the marijuana is what got me through it all, man. When I would take the prescription pills and the pain pills, and it almost killed me. I had to stop. I couldn't take any of that shit. All I could do was smoke weed, you know.
Yeah.
Taking it, Will has similar stories as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, it helped me. Lisa could probably relate to this. The pain was there, but it helped me like not care about it. And it helped me like be more zen about it. More like, okay, this is going to be a learning experience, less than, oh fuck, it's the end of the world. It's hard to explain.
Right.
But
And what it is, it's like I have to acclimate to this pain, and the weed helps me acclimate to it.
Yeah.
yeah, and once again, everybody's different. For me, the pills and the opiates, there's only so much they could give you, and eventually it just stops working. They're really great for me if it's like right after surgery for a couple days, but if it's like going to be like the rest of your life, it's not going to work because they're going to stop working. And the only reason I'm taking them is to keep from going withdrawals. And now I have pain. I have even worse pain because everybody's different. Me, it was epic the amount of opiates I was on. Epic.
I got to tell you, until I started taking edibles, I always was like, edibles. But yeah, man, you can took too much, and it so that really helps with the pain too, because you can take so many edibles that you're just like sitting there just numb, right?
Yeah.
I was like numb and drooling.
My mom, man.
Ends, you know what I mean? Right?
My mom, when her pain, I mean, she'll go to it, but it's like desperation. But like to your point, Gary, when she takes an edible, it's like,
right. And
I'm slamming them like they're gummy bears, and she's like, she takes it, it's like out, Yeah.
Oh, I went back to just smoking because I got my lungs back. But when I was doing the edibles there, man, I was like, wow, this is a crazy ride. Because if you could eat a little too much, man, and where it takes you is crazy town, in a good way.
This is where I'm just messed up. This is where I need psychological counseling because I'm like, what? Too much? What? Huh?
All right, we got an update. Look, Phoenix Lightning gave us an update.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
He says that when you boil it, and this comes from environmental science technology.
Yeah.
Boiling induces the precipitation of the calcium carbonate, which traps the plastic particles into clumps that can be filtered out.
Interesting.
So you got to filter it after you boil it?
Yes.
Yeah. That was what I was saying. I couldn't see the plastic evaporating out. But like my understanding of this is that, like lime, I don't know, because you guys maybe don't use kettles like a lot of us do here. Because I went to my aunt's and I was like, where's your kettle? And she was like, what? Anyway, you get lime scale, right? And that's calcium carbonate. So I guess the microplastics gets encapsulated in the lime scale, and then it's big enough to get trapped in a filter to be filtered out. So that makes sense. Yeah. You'd have to filter it out, though.
Right on, Phoenix Lightning.
Yeah, that was really cool. I like that. Good explanation.
We really appreciate you hanging out with us, Limey. We got to know you. You're a really super cool, righteous dude, man. We dig you.
Well, I'm
everyone
okay,
in chat,
especially when I'm asleep.
Phoenix, Fab Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's so nice that everybody's
Lisa, thank you much for the chill in the chat. Will D, you are awesome.
Hey, thank you. I really enjoyed this. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yeah. And then tonight, in 1 hour, on the channel, we're going to have some puppetry. So
yes, we are.
Everyone's included. We're going to have an open panel. People can come up.
Gary, did you put your link up where they can go for that?
Yeah, I put that up earlier. We're just,
it's up here. It's up here. It's in the Charlie.
Charlie Wood. If you forget, just type in Charlie Wood puppet. It'll pop the first one up.
Cool too, Limey, is we have a toll-free. We have a phone number people can call. You can actually call in the show. Okay. Isn't that cool? And we'll be providing that number, and we'll see if right?
Is that a VoIP line or is that a mobile phone line? A cell phone line?
It's just a Bay Area phone, 408 area code. Just call it.
Okay.
And you'll be
old school.
Yeah, no, I just checking. Just checking.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really old school because you want to see my videos and my sound quality leaves a lot to be desired, but I just felt like the time was right to publish a couple that I have. So just want to say as well, I dropped a website called Erowid into private chat, which you all might be interested in. I think I mentioned it on Justine's stream before, but it's basically a collection of scientific data, but also subjective experience of all kinds of drugs. So that would it plays to my thing about informed choice when it comes to everything. So you've got an objective standpoint and the subjective standpoint, and I think that like a lot of things, we blend in 2, 3, infinite number of sides of things, you some more better approximation to truth. So yeah. So there you go.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man. That is. Thank you, dude. I just want to. That is great, man. Thank you.
Fucking Limey, man.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like
Limey's like. I mean, I've learned. You know what, Lisa? This has been an awesome show. It's really so cool. The vibe has been great. I've done nothing but learn, man. I mean, we're getting filters now. Thanks,
great.
Gary.
I love learning.
You know, I have to, you know, but yeah, I'm going to get filters now. I learned this on the show. I mean, this has been great. No, seriously. I mean, look, man, you know, I want to live as long as I possibly, as many good years as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And if something like a filter could add to that, what the hell?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You gonna go have some milk and some bleach?
No
Some pus.
But the
some pus
other
smell.
things, you know, I think we all brought something to that conversation, because as you guys were saying, like drinking out of glass and metal, if not glass at least, rather aluminium though, because that's implicated in Alzheimer's, if you didn't know. But anyway, but yeah, drinking out of glass, for example, things like that, all to try and get that credit card lump of plastic whittled down a bit and not whittled down into your system. So yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Thank you. I like I said, it's eye opening tonight.
Yeah. We had a great time tonight. We're gonna say goodbye. We want to remind everyone too that if you can become a member of the Lisa Noel channel, because it's going to help her stay on the air, and we love you.
So it shows.
Do what you can. If you can, if you're not a member, become a member. It's only $2.99 a month, but it will go to a great cause. We love all of you, Lisa. We love you. We will be back.
Love you guys.
We will be back next Tuesday for the Chill Chat, and more importantly, Friday night on this channel, the Lisa Noel channel. We are going to have the second episode of the Trippy Hippie.
Nice.
The Hollywood Trippy Hippie Show, guys.
Yeah, Friday night,
4 to 5.
As long as you guys keep making the event thingies, I'll keep clicking them. So
you got
whether
it.
or not I'm awake, it's another matter, but I'll keep clicking them.
You got it. Wave goodbye. Bye bye.
Peace and love.
Bye.